Alright, part 2, we have a Protoss 2-gate proxy. 2-gate meaning 2 gateways, and proxy again is building in your base, in your enemy's base, to decrease that distance that your units have to travel. So depending on the map, you want to send your probes out early if it's a big map, or you can do it a little late if it's a smaller map. And the idea is you want to put down a pylon, and then as soon as that pylon finishes, you want to be able to afford 2 gateways. In this case, since it's such a long distance between the 2 points, I will be able to hit 10 supply and even get that pylon just as I hit that supply cap. So make probes until you hit 10 supply in this case, and I will be able to put down that pylon. Nothing too exciting yet. You should be able to use at least 1 chrono boost on your Nexus, and you want to really save as much as you can for when you pop those zealots out. So there goes down the pylon. Again, it should be way out of their line of sight. It should be in their general vicinity, but make sure it's nice and far away where they likely won't go to scout. If they see this, it's going to be pretty easy to break, and you're extremely vulnerable as Protoss doing this. So there you go, 2 gateways going down at the exact same time, and then my probe is just going to go down there and hide and block off that pylon just in case it does get seen. So as Protoss, you're extremely vulnerable, because if a Zerg player pushes against this, if they don't see this, they might go straight to your base, in which case you have nothing but probes. In that sense, in that case, you want to attack with your probes and just pray to God you can hold it off. Otherwise, what you can do is try and pull a drone down there, attack, and just move back to your gateway over and over, and that way they can at least see it, and then they'll pull out of your base, or if they were trying to rush, they'll stop and work on defense. And you see the placement here is really good. That first pylon only had one side that was open to attack, and that second pylon blocks off that first pylon completely. So there's almost no way to break this unless you have super early cannons or something weird like that. And so you see, as soon as those 2 gateways finish, each immediately starts producing a zealot, and each immediately drops a chrono boost. So 2 zealots in play. He's only got 1. Again, this is using the Behemoth AI, so that is a standard build. That is a standard timing to have 1 zealot out if you're getting a cybernetics core. So if you don't scout this, you can see how powerful it is, and the next 2 zealots are nearly finished. Another set of chrono boosts going down. Meanwhile, this guy has to pull off his probes to finish off these zealots, and they're just barely alive. One's in the red, one's in the orange, and I do get them out, and I pull those 2 more in, and you can see just how fast they melt those probes away. And 2 more zealots coming out. That's how powerful this is. And the only thing you really gotta watch for is if he holds this off, you're completely defenseless. So you gotta go all in with this and just pray to God he doesn't scout it. Now the way to counter this obviously is scout your base. Those little dark gray areas, always make sure every once in a while throw a probe down there to make sure nothing cheesy is going on. And if he sends a zealot into your base, it's almost game over, because those are really hard to kill off, and the computer plays good games. So there's part 2. Part 3 coming up.